Mhm. All right, I'm just going to wait and see if anybody decides to come into the room. Get some people in. I'm going to do a reading for the new moon in Aquarius, which is on Wednesday. New moon Aquarius. See what's in store for all of us for that day. What we need to know, maybe what the theme is. I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet. But we will. Let's see what's going on. All right, somebody else has just popped in. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. All right, what deck should I use? I have so many decks here. We have the Everyday Witch Tarot. How are we feeling about that? Hey, welcome in. I'm going to do a reading for all of us. Are you ready? We're going to do a reading for the energies of this new moon in Aquarius. I thought I'd go live and do it. And if you guys want, because I love to do this, my most favorite part, I love to pull cards for you guys, you know, so if you're into that, after I finish my reading, we could open it up and maybe pull some cards if you guys have a question. I'm always surprised at how many people do not put a question in. They come in and I offer a free reading and they disappear. So anyway, maybe I'll get some people to bite this time. So let's begin. We got 16 people coming in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm Raven Black Star. Been here a long time, trying to push my channel, get out of my comfort zone. I'm practicing going live, all right? Because I think it takes practice to come live because there's issues that come up with the chats and oh my gosh, so we got to practice. I'm practicing here. Because I'd like to come on live a lot more and do more and more readings for you guys live and, you know, maybe try to get a little bit more, you know, in line with everyone so that we have some, like, you know, a nice little community building. But anyway, for today, let's start our reading here. Hey, where am I from? I am from New Mexico. Way up in the mountains of New Mexico. I'm actually on a mesa, not in the mountains, but northern New Mexico. 2017 X high. Oops, hold on, you guys. I've got to go get my dog. Oh, man. I knew that was going to happen. Hey, the real P, how are you? I had to break and let my dog in. All right, listen. So if you missed it, what I want to do is I want to go through all the signs from Aries all the way through to Pisces. And we're going to do a reading for this new moon. Like, what's coming up for you guys for this new moon? What's the theme, the overall energy, and see what the tarot has to say, and we'll go from there. And then afterwards, if you want to stick around, I'd be happy to read some cards for you guys. So we could do some, you know, quick yes and no questions and things like that. All right? All right, so let's move on. Grateful to see each and every one of you. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Hi, Lily. Hi, Blitz. Where are you guys all from? I told you where I was from. Where are you guys from? All right, ready? We're going to read for our Aries, beginning with our Aries. Dear Aries. Oh, let me ring the bell. Pretty bell I got. All right, grateful, thankful for the messages from my Aries. What do all of my Aries need to know for the energies of this new moon? Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Aries, for the messages of this new moon. What do they need to know? Hi. Hey, welcome in, you guys. All right, Aries, energies for this new moon. Your overall energy for this new moon. 10 of Wands. Look at you. Going uphill, having to do an awful lot. Listen, if you've got an awful lot on your plate and you just feel very, very overwhelmed, I really feel like it would be great for you to figure out a way to kind of disperse some of this heaviness that you have, you know, some of the responsibilities you have, things like that. Because this energy, man, it wants to come to an end and you can't keep going at the pace that you're going. So I think this new moon, Aries, it will be a good time for you to kind of settle in, you know, and kind of see what can you let go of, you know, do I have to do everything? You know, the 10 of Wands says you don't have to do everything. You can let some things go and, you know, let other people do things, you know, and you don't, you know, just tell them, no, I can't do it, I'm busy, you know, so don't be afraid to kind of let go of some of the heaviness that you've been carrying, even if it's a conversation. Now we do have the Chariot coming in reverse, so car issues could come up for you guys, all right? So that's just a side note, but you know, just saying, when we have the combination of these two cards, I feel as if, you know, all of the stuff that you are trying to do is actually holding you back. You know, the Chariot wants movement, you know, but with the Chariot card also comes a lot of distractions, all right? So be really careful of the distractions that are throwing you off course, you know, because a lot of what you're doing right now could be holding you up from actually making the moves and pushing forth in the directions that you really want to go in. All right? Ronaldo, do I believe in God? Oh my gosh, what a question. God, I live with God. I wake up with God. I go to bed with God. I totally believe in God. Totally. You know, here's one of the things I believe. I believe that we should get up in the morning and we should pray alone, we should pray a lot. And I believe that God wants us to talk to him a lot. You know, don't just say prayers. You know, God knows when you're talking and God knows when you're praying. That's how I feel about God. Anyway, have I had mushrooms? What kind of questions are these? Like in the past? Yes, I'm an old lady now. You know, if you got to look at some of us, you know, all right, I'm in my 60s. And some of us, you know, if you look back, you know, we were from the 60s and 70s. You know, we grew up in the times of war. We grew up in the times of, you know, free spirit and love, you know, hippie era. I'm a hippie. I'm one of the old time hippies. Magic mushrooms. Yeah, I believe, you know, I believe in all the magic mushrooms. I believe in the plant herbs. I also believe that they all need some guidance. You know, I did mushrooms. The last time I did mushrooms, I'll tell you my last mushroom trip. It was really trippy. So here I am out in the middle of the woods in the Carson National Forest. And somebody had given me some gold caps, you know, really yummy stuff, right? And in the past, when I was young, and it had been years, I mean, we're talking years since I had done it, I took these mushrooms. As soon as that hit, boy, I was outside in the woods thinking I was going to have this very amazing experience and come up with some great art. And boom, all of a sudden that thing hit, and all I wanted was to come down. I spent the whole trip trying to come back. And I told myself, never again, never, never, never. So I'm done. Anyway. All right, listen, I'm going to keep moving. So we did Aries. So listen, if anybody wants to timestamp, because this is like a big like jump from Aries to Taurus. Let's look at Taurus. What does the new moon have in store for my Taurus? Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Taurus. Seattle. Boy, it's awful foggy in Seattle for me. I can't handle so much rain. I like the sunshine. I really, really do. All right, Taurus. Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Taurus. What do they need to know? What do my Taurus need to know for this new moon on Wednesday? Boy, crazy times we're in, huh? Gizmo, you're a Libra. I just did a Libra reading. Oh, look at you, Taurus. Lots of communication. All right, when we have the Eight of Wands, things are just like spinning out of control. What I like about the Eight of Wands is that you set something in motion, all right, Taurus? And things are happening, and now things are moving. So when we have so much energy in this tornado that I think just kind of comes out of nowhere, things start happening quickly. So don't be surprised if this new moon really kind of sets you in motion and things go very, very fast for you in whatever it is that you had set in motion, like I said. You know, so with this card also comes a lot of communication. There's a lot of emails, a lot of texts, a lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings. Let's go have dinner. Let's go have lunch. Let's have coffee. We got to talk about this. We got to do this. You know, it's this kind of an energy. So just be sure that you don't drop the ball. All right. You know, because when we have the Eight of Wands like this, you know, and there's so much coming at you, you know, if there's information coming in and information going out, we need to make sure that we're organized and we don't, you know, forget to call somebody back that we said we were going to call, you know, that kind of thing. All right, but let's see what else is coming out for my Taurus. Tell me more about this Eight of Wands for this new moon. Two of Swords. Wow, you know, there's going to be a point where you're going to have to make some kind of a decision. All right? And I think it's going to be as a result of all of this, you know, communication that comes in. So things are changing from you, you know. So with this energy of this card in particular, and this is the Everyday Witch Tarot, you know, you need to really make sure that, you know, you're very clear on, you know, making your mark, because I'm just feeling with so, like I said, there's a lot coming to the surface and so much is happening that you might lose sight of your target. And we don't want that, because I see this as a very big shift for you. So make sure you're very clear. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Death card. All right, bottom of the deck, you know, with this Death card here, Taurus, there comes a point where something needs to end if it cannot change. And I feel as if, you know, there's two doors here, all right? One is cracked open and one is closed. And when we have the Death card, it's about death and rebirth. It's about changing and transforming. And, you know, if things cannot transform, then we need to move on, you know, and possibly, you know, maybe go on through this door. So I feel like some of you Taurians in this new moon, something's going to come to light, you know, that you're going to have to really kind of look at, you know, because I feel as if it's time to cut the cord, you know, and I think you're ready. So whatever that means for you, yeah, take it or leave it. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that's okay, all right? That's how this works. All right, let's move on to my Gemini. So we have a Libra, a Virgo. Who else do we have? Libra, Virgo. That's all that's come in so far. I talk just like your old teacher. I know my whole life people told me I should be a teacher. So I'm on here instead. This is how I choose to teach people, you know. I've got a lot to share. Been through I've had my own journey. We all have a journey, right? I've been through a journey that has taught me that, you know, I can help people now, maybe with some of the things I've been through. And, you know, the whole key is like I said, I'm on here today practicing how to be here and be live and kind of like interact with you people, because it's a little overwhelming, you know, and I'm a little scared, but not scared enough to not practice. So I'm practicing how to be on here. All right, let's move on. Let's see what the new moon has for all of my Gemini. Grateful, thankful for the Geminis. Grateful, thankful for the Gemini. What do they need to know? Or what is their theme? What is it that's coming up for my Geminis for this new moon? Grateful, thankful for the energies from my Gemini. Oh, thanks, Blitz. Gemini. All right, first card out for you is the Seven of Swords. This is such an interesting card, all right? And in the world of tarot, now, let me tell you something about myself. I've been reading tarot since I was a little girl. My mother had a tarot deck, all right? I grew up with a mother who just hated religion, you know, despised anything. And my father, he was a hardcore Catholic, you know, so she hid these tarot cards. And I used to play with them when I was a little girl. And then I started to learn the cards, you know, and then I moved to, what was it, in my 20s, yeah, probably my 20s. You know, I moved to Flint, Michigan, of all places, and I worked in the factories, you know, and I had tarot cards, and they thought I was just woo, you know, really kind of crazy, you know, because things would happen. Something always happened to me on the full moon. I can't even tell you how many times something happened to me on the full moon, and I tell them it's the full moon, and they look at me, you know, like I was nuts. But anyway, tarot has been with me a long time. But anyway, we're reading for you, all right? So listen, Gemini, Seven of Swords. This card has so many different kind of meanings, because at first glance, it appears as if somebody is sneaking away or is sneaking or is doing something, right? But it's also a card of trying to find a solution to a problem. And with so many swords, all right, the issues sometimes are blurred. So in this card, the big question is, and I think we got to pull some more cards for you, Gemini, is like, why are we here at this place of the Seven of Swords? And are you wanting to continue and put these swords back? Did you take them? Did you, where are they going, And, what are these two swords up here that are, is that what really matters? Is that what we have to pay attention to? So let's get another card out for you and see what it is. And here we have the Star card coming in reversed. So there's definitely a situation that I feel you have lost hope in. All right, there is something that is not, I don't know, when we have the Star card, it's just, us having the faith that it's going to work out in the end. And the fact that, this is clarifying the Seven of Swords, I feel as if, there's a situation that you see that there is just no hope for. But maybe what you are doing is trying one last ditch effort to, see whether or not you can come up with, a resolution. If you take all of this garbage and all of this noise or whatever it is away, maybe you can find hope. But, you really have lost hope in a situation. Bottom of the deck, we have you coming out as the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, and she's reversed. Now, the Queen of Cups coming in reverse says emotionally, I don't think you're very grounded. All right, because when we have the energy of the Queen of Cups coming up like this, you can't even trust your own feelings. And I feel as if there's a situation you are dealing with right now where, maybe you've lost complete hope in this situation. But this Seven of Swords, it says, look a little deeper. Get rid of some of the crap, and remove some of these swords and see what's left when we deal with the core. And, this could be a family issue that's come up because, this is like a coat of arms, so like family name kind of thing. But whatever it is, it's really left you feeling really unstable about it. And, the Queen of Cups, when she comes up like that emotionally, I feel like, you could be all over the place, Gemini. So, trying to find the right solution is what I think you're after. So let's get one more card and see what is the answer for my Geminis. What should they do? What should they do to emotionally ground and figure out the solution? Wait. Seven of Pentacles says just relax, all right? Don't push yourself. Just wait, all right? So I'm feeling as if, there is this energy, in this situation. Maybe, you've done all that you can do, all right? You've done the best you can because I like to look at the Seven of Swords as a card of diplomacy. But the fact that we have two sevens here is that a lot of stuff is still up in the air, So you have to maintain hope, all right, Gemini? And really ground your energies, because if there's nothing you can do, the best thing you can do is wait and wait in stillness, and this way you're not kind of, driving yourself crazy in your head. All right, so that's what we got for my Geminis for this new moon. So that's what I got for you. All right, moving on. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Cancers. Cancer, grateful, thankful for the messages for Cancer. Grateful, thankful. What does the new moon have in store for my Cancers? Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for hitting that like button, sticking around, trying to turn my channel around. I've been on here since 2017, right? And now we're in 2025, and I don't have a big following, but I have a decent following, enough to keep me going. But I'd love to see it grow. So since 2017, and, just when I had monetized the first time around, somebody came in and snatched my channel, and I decided to start from ground zero. So, yeah, it's been a long haul, but like I said, I enjoy what I do, and I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. So here we are. Hello. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Cancers. What's going on for all of my Cancers today? Grateful, thankful. Grateful, thankful. All of my Cancers. All right, so we have the Death card coming in. So this Death card coming in upside down tells me that something has not come to an end. So whatever it is that needs to come to an end, I feel as if, you're going to try to figure that out because, something needs to change, all right? We can't continue with this Death card and nothing change, all right? On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. There's this need for you to stand up and, kind of speak your truth and what it is that you are really wanting, all right? Because if something in a situation is not changing and you continue to do things the same way, then the next thing we have to do is wonder, what's going on here, and it's just like, are you ever going to change, or is this it, and I'm a firm believer, Cancer, that when someone shows themselves, they show themselves, and you have to believe it. And I feel as if, a situation you've been trying to change or transform, I think it's run its course, and it's time for you to really kind of cut the cord and start new, go through this door. All right. I think, this new moon, it's a good time to start something new. It's good to start something really, really, good for you, so, and this is, this thought, this idea that, you want to do. Now, what I feel holds you back sometimes is people. All right. Because I have this Five of Pentacles here. Or is it five of Wands? So with the Five of Wands, we have this Five of Wands energy. This is one of these things that, it's just really, really hard to kind of figure out what it is you're fighting for, and I think, there is something that you want, but, what's holding you back could be all of these people who also have an idea of what it is that you want. But whatever it is, you're at a point where something needs to totally come to an end. And you need to quit listening to people. You need to quit talking to people. You need to kind of keep it to yourself, and whatever it is that needs to come to an end. I think, over this course of this cycle of this new moon, you are going to realize that here, these swords, maybe one last time, they stab you, but it'll be the last time. So I definitely feel like there's a major situation in your life that needs to come to an end. And because this is upside down, and I do see this card here, I just feel as if you're not going to do it right away, all right? I just feel as if, maybe you're going to hold out for that last sword to hit you, and then they're going to run, and that's when you're finally going to grab your broom, and you're going to be back in your power. So, yeah, I think that's going to be highlighted for you for this next round, all right? So that's what I've got for you, Cancer. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Cancer. Grateful, thankful for all of my Cancers. All right, let's see. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. All right, sorry about that. Give me just a moment. All right. This new moon on Wednesday. What do my Leos need to know for my new moon on Wednesday? All right, first card out, Page of Pentacles coming in upside down. So I feel like, a lot of times the pages, it's a new energy, it's a fresh energy, it's a young energy, it could be a child. But, we're talking about the collective here. So I feel as if as a collective energy, the Page of Pentacles almost is as if you received some news about something that, you really wanted to start. I think, you were trying to figure out what direction you wanted to go in. Maybe you want to go to school somewhere, or you want to start a new job or new business or new project. And I feel as if you received some news that kind of set you back. All right. Four of Pentacles coming in reverse. And what it might be is it might cost you more money. All right. So whatever this is, the setback could be because now you're going to have to, find some more money, dip into your savings. When we have the Four of Pentacles, we don't like to take our money out of our chest here. We like to sit on the chest and save our money because we don't know if we're going to have any more. And I feel as if you might be forced, to have to make some decisions about whether or not you can really afford to start this business right now, or can you afford to do this right now. There's this affordability energy of whether or not it's possible. And I feel as if, right now it doesn't look possible unless you put money from your pockets into this. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Seven of Swords. Now that just came up for the other one. So I think, the thing is trying to find a solution. All right. And I think in trying to find a solution, all right, because again, The Seven of Swords is about finding just that. I have to say that, you can't dance around it. If you really want to do something and there is a way that you could possibly, get the money to start this next project or to start down this new road, don't kind of dance around it. I think if there is somebody in your family, and I'm getting family because, again, we have this family crest up here, maybe there is somebody that could help you. Maybe there is a past history and you guys weren't, on the same page and everything else. But now I feel as if, things are shifting and things are changing. And in doing so, maybe if you're pretty direct and, don't dance around it and say, hey, I really want to go to this school, or I really want to start this business. And, I'm just wondering whether or not you can help me. Because I feel as if, intuitively, I think that they would help you. They would. Especially if this is, your family, there's someone. And just because there might have been some history and things didn't go very well, or maybe, you've overtapped your budget, with trying to borrow money from the family. I just feel as if it's going to come back to you. All right. So this energy around what it is that you really want to do. Yeah. It's going to cost more than you thought, but there is a way of you figuring out how to do that. So that's what I've got for you, Leo. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on for all of my, who's next? Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Hey, I just did your readings. Crazy readings, Virgo. Leo, Virgo, and Libra. They'll be out tomorrow. Man, whoever I was reading for, I really hope you find your ground, because they were pretty intense. So look at those. Those will be up in the morning. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Virgos for this new moon. What does this new moon in Aquarius have to say for my Virgos? Now we have the Two of Wands. You are avoiding a direction to go in, all right? I feel as if, if you had things your way, Virgo, you would make a move and you would go over here. But here we are, showing up upside down. Nope, you're not going to do that. Nope, you're not doing that. Nuh-uh. So, there is this energy of you not wanting to have to make a decision, that you really want to make. This is a decision that would benefit you, maybe not anyone else. So that's where, you're feeling. Let's get another card out. Queen of Cups. This could be an energy between you and someone else. Maybe somebody's holding you back. Maybe somebody's keeping you from making this decision. But whenever I see this card of the Queen of Cups, there's all these fish in this water here, and there's some people, some animals back here looking at you, and I feel as if you undersell yourself, Virgo. I think people really notice you and they really pay attention to you, and if you were to set yourself off in a direction that you would love to do, I think you would have a lot of success. Because, you have such an eye for detail, and you're an earth sign, which is very grounded. And, you have this energy of charisma just by default of being a Virgo. And I think people recognize that in you. And I don't think you see that, I think people see that you settle. And I don't think you should settle. I think, you should see yourself the way other people see you. And then, things won't feel, so confusing for you and so down and out, because when we're in the energy of the wands, this is about being passionate about what you do, your life, and how you are. When we have the Two of Wands, a lot of times we settle for how things are because they're okay. There's no reason why I have to change. They're all right, but what I would love to do is to do this in this other direction. And I think there's almost this fear of you, like, well, if you did that, who would notice me? A lot of people would notice you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Hierophant. So I feel as if, there is a part of you that is, maybe, you are married, to someone who, maybe keeps you from being able to move ahead. But I think, if this is something who you are and this is a true partner, they will support you rather than hold you back. That's what a true partner would do. You know, somebody who's going to keep you from doing something you love to do, you know, then, you know, that's not, I don't think that's a balanced relationship. And I feel as if, you know, you are really being called to move in another direction. And I think, you know, you would like to have, you know, everybody on the same page. But there is a fear that this, you know, that it won't work, you know, that you can't change, that, you know, this Two of Wands, the way things are is just the way things are. So I'm going to pull another card for you, Virgo, and we're going to see what should you do if the things are the way they are. If they are the way they are. Oh, Seven of Swords. Boy, this is the card of the day, and that flew out. You know, you need to find a solution, right? It's time to find, you know, the course that's going to, you know, really get to a solution so that everybody feels good. You can't, you know, you got to get rid of these swords that are distractions, that are keeping you all of these excuses in your head of why you can't move in a direction that you really want to go in, you know, because of all of these other swords. So let's focus in on what really matters, which are the two swords that are left in the Seven of Swords, and find somehow, some way, a solution, you know, because if your partner, you need your partner on board. You know, and the fact that this came out at the bottom of the deck, I'm feeling as if, you know, things would go really, really good if you just opened up and let them know. All right, so that's what I've got for you. All right, moving on to my Libras. Hey, you guys, welcome in. Thanks for hitting that like button. Really appreciate you all. I'm over here practicing. All right, stick around, and I'll be happy to pull some cards for you guys. We're on Libra, so we're halfway through, a little more than halfway through. So let's see what's going on for the new moon, this energy, and all of my Libras. Grateful, thankful for all of my Libras. Libra, thankful for my Libras. Seems like my chat's not working. It seems to be stuck. Oh, there we go. All right, Libra, grateful, thankful. Libra, what's going on, Libra? First card out for you is the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands, you know, this is one of these things where you're almost like giving up, you know, the Hermit. So, you know, when we have the Nine of Wands, we try and we try and we try. And I think you've been to the point where you feel like you've been backed up into a corner for a long time. And when, you know, we want to break out of that kind of energy. And I think you've been in a place where you've just been dealing with it, Libra, for quite a while. You know, and now what you need to do is kind of, you know, move back and, you know, make some changes. And I think no longer are you going to allow this. I think it's time for you to really release it and let it go. You know, so whatever it is that, you know, I mean, because you're guarded when you're at this point, you know, and look at you, you're backed up into a tree. And I just think, you know, you have to find a way to kind of get out of that situation. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups coming in reverse. You know, whoever it is you're dealing with, they're not serious about you. They don't really care about you. So I think, you know, you put a lot of effort into, you know, try to make something work with someone who, you know, really doesn't really have any intentions of being serious with you. You know, they're going to always keep it on this level, right? There's no depth to them. Two of Swords says, you know, you got to take the blindfold off and really see what's going on here. You know, because this is holding you up, Libra. The Page of Pentacles has come out, and it's reversed. And I feel as if, you know, this situation that you've been hanging on to, trying to make it work with someone that, it's like you're dealing with someone, Libra, who I feel is never going to grow up. You know, and if they're never going to grow up, because here's a Page of Pentacles, you know, so I'm feeling like there's some immaturity here. You know, they're never going to, you know, you're never going to be able to get down the road. And here again, you're flipping a coin trying to figure out what to do. When, you know, the answer of the Two of Swords says, you know, you've got to make a decision, and now you're sitting your power. All right, now, you know, you've got some, now you can start getting things to work, you know, because you're not dancing around somebody who you're putting a lot of energy into and holding you back from being able to move forward. And like I said, I feel like they're very immature. And I think, you know, this is what's going to come to light at this new moon. This is what's going to show itself, and this is what's going to say, hey, you know, Libra, you want to deal with this person or not, you know? Hold on, dog really wants to go out. Dog's a blue healer. You know, and he gets something in his mind. That's it. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Scorpio. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. I always like to read for Scorpio. They're so intense. Do you know, I did a reading once for Scorpio. And honest to God, I was doing, who was I reading for? It was on Cancer. It's Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio. Boy, they want it to be read right then and there. Boy, read now, read now. I mean, you guys are intense. I don't know if you Scorpio, you must know the kind of power you guys have. You must. You know, and how you use it. I mean, that's a bigger thing. Because a lot of times, you know, Scorpios, you know, you got to learn how to use your tools, right? And you've been given this energy of, you know, a lot of sexual power. I mean, so much intuition, you know, psychic energy, visions. You know, I mean, you got the whole ball game going for you, Scorpio. But you got to learn how to use it. All right? I had a Japanese man tell me that a long, long time ago. It's better to know how much to use. All right, first card out for you, Scorpio, Empress coming out. Listen, I see a very pregnant woman here. So maybe some of you Scorpios are pregnant. If not, be careful of pregnancy if you do not want to be pregnant. You know, so yeah, the issue of motherhood might be at the forefront for some of you Scorpios. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles coming in upside down. You know, I almost wonder, you know, you're trying to figure out how are you going to, you know, really kind of make some money here, you know, being a mom. So some of you guys, if you're a single mom, Scorpio, I feel as if you're struggling a little bit, trying to figure this one out. You know, Seven of Cups. Yeah, really not knowing what to do. Listen, get creative. Think out of the box. We are in a new moon of Aquarius. Aquarius, they are the mavericks. You know, they're the trailblazers. They think outside of the box. They're futuristic. So I feel like, you know, Scorpio, you really got to pull into some of that. Like I was saying, you have a lot of power. You have a lot of control. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of vision. You have a lot of intuition. You need to start tapping into that. You need to start making that work for you. All right? You know, so this energy that you kind of struggle with, you know, and it's just like, you know, just because you're a mom doesn't mean your life has ended. You know, yeah, the kids demand time and things like that, but you work it out. You know, this is life, is figuring out how to make this all work from home, you know, find a solution. I feel like, you know, if you stay on course, you know, by the fall you might be surprised at how well you're doing in whatever it is that you're doing, and I think it'll balance out. So yeah, you know, and if this is not about a child, Scorpio, this could be, you know, about something that you want to birth into reality. You know, maybe you always wanted to, you know, be some big, you know, superstar, you know, and you want to be a big YouTuber. You know, this is the time for you to do this. All right, this is the time for you to not be afraid to, you know, put whatever it is that you would love to birth into reality, into reality. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Get out of your head. You know, quit thinking that you can't do this, all right? Because again, I started with this whole big long spiel about, you know, the whole Scorpio and how much power you have. So let's get out of our head because it's affecting you, all right? Look, if you do this, you decide to really like commit, you know, a lot of imposter syndrome is what I'm feeling with this. You decide to commit, you're going to be good. You're going to be real good, all right? So get out of your head. You know, and don't be afraid to put this, whatever this birth is that you want to create. I feel as if it will happen, you know, if you use your tools and your powers right. And I think that's a very important message for you, all right? So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. All right, moving on to all of my Sagittarians. Sagittarius. What's going on for all my Sagittarians? Grateful, thankful for my Saggies. Hi, Cheyenne. How are you? Hey, Perry. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate all you guys popping in, being a part of my channel. Grateful, thankful for each one of you. We're looking for messages for the new moon for my Sagittarians. What do you guys need to know? All right, I see stability. You know, you're coming out with the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. This is very, very solid, very grounded, very focused, very responsible. You know, this is how you're feeling right now. For some of you Sagittarians, maybe this is a focus you want to kind of, you know, aim for. You know, it's like, You know, I want to set myself up so that I am solid, I am grounded, I don't ever have to worry, I'm stable. You know, make sure everything is working in our house, you know, that kind of thing. We have the Two of Wands, you know, and as much as that's a good thing, you know, I think you also want to start and branch out in something new. So when we have these two energies, all right, it's really interesting because I feel as if, you know, there's a part of you that really wants to know that everything is good at home, you know, and once that is all in place, you want to take off. It's like, okay, now that that is all set, you know, I really want to start doing this. And now that, you know, all the P's and Q's are lined up, you know, I think, you know, there's a point where you're going to start to look at, you know, I want more. I don't want to just be a mom. I don't want to just be somebody who's married. I want more. And I'm feeling that pull for Sagittarius to get out on the road and to, you know, start, you know, finding out what's, you know, out there in the world. Because I think part of the magic of a Sagittarian truly is their ability, you know, to just be comfortable out on the road, traveling, meeting people, you know, kind of flowing with whatever's going on at that moment. You know, Sagittarians, you're very gifted that way. And I think now with you, you know, having everything all set, you know, you've got, you know, this globe in your hand, you know, so maybe you're aiming for a position, you know, where you can have it all, you know. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. You know, again, you know, there's family issues, but, you know, a part of you really wants to go. You know, so there could be this struggle that some of you Sagittarians are feeling between, you know, staying home and moving off and having your career, you know, doing what you want. Because, you know, here as the responsible wife, you know, do you really pack up and go somewhere else? Because here, Page of Wands, not everybody's going to be on board. But I do believe that you have to follow your heart. And I do believe that, you know, when, you know, your spirit is calling you, you know, to do something, you're calling, not a job, a purpose. You know, you're driven to do that. And I think there is something really calling you, because this is the Page of Wands, something really, you really want to start something over here. You really want to go over here. Maybe you want to take a trip and you want to travel and just kind of see what would it be like, you know, if we went over here. You know, so there could be issues that come up with your family in trying to balance that kind of energy, because this is a big decision that will affect everyone. So that's what I feel for some of you Saggies out there for this new moon. All right, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces left to do, and then I'll open it up for all you guys if you want to do some reading, right? How does that sound? All right, grateful, thankful for the messages for all of my Capricorns. Capricorn, what's going on for Capricorn for this new moon? What does the new moon have in store for our Cappies? Grateful, thankful for the messages. Need to hit the bell. All right, let's see what's going on, Capricorn. First card out for you is Three of Cups. So I feel like, you know, family really matters to you. Being with people you love really makes you feel good. I mean, this is the Three of Cups. This is, you know, generational. I mean, you love to be with, you know, the group of you, you know, like that's when you have a good time. I don't think you spend enough time with your family. All right. And I feel as if, you know, if you spent more time with your family and not so much time working, you know, you might enjoy yourself a little bit more. So there is a message there that your family probably wants you around a little bit more. But here we have the Four of Swords coming in reversed. You know, you may be needing to have to deal with something. It's very unsettling when we have the Four of Swords coming in reverse. Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone. But if you are a Capricorn who recently has undergone something that, you know, has hurt them, you know, maybe you've had a breakup, you know, and I know in my past I've had a breakup that truly I felt like emotionally I was hit by a Mack truck. You know, it's one of these kind of energies. You were hurt, you know, whether this is emotionally or physically or some other way. You know, I feel as if, you know, you might be keeping your distance because, you know, you don't want them to know how badly you are feeling. And the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords says, you know, you really need to get some rest. And, you know, honestly, I really think that the medicine here is not to be by yourself and feel bad, you know, because if there's something physically wrong with you, Capricorn, I mean, your family is there to help you. The people you love are there to help you. If emotionally you're not feeling very, very strong right now, listen, you're a very stoic sign. I mean, people think you can handle absolutely everything. And, you can't. You're a human being, and, so emotionally, if something's really got you run down, I mean, again, I feel as if there is a circle of people that really have your back and truly are there for you. So don't be afraid, to tap into these energies. And I feel like the big problem of this Four of Swords is because it does include a heartbreak, all right? And you may have given somebody another chance and, you feel like a fool, all right? And one of the things that I believe seems to be like a common thread for a lot of Capricorns is that, we look for love in all the wrong places and then we end up getting hurt. Or, we sacrifice, we give more than they give to us, and we get hurt. And I feel as if, there could have been somebody in your world, that, hurt you. And, maybe you're ashamed and maybe your family never liked them or, who knows why, you stayed away. But, I feel as if it's time for you to reunite with those people that really love you and that can support you and could really hold you up. So, that's the theme that I think is going to come up for you for this new moon. All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. All right. Grateful, thankful for the messages. Is it Koa? Koa to Kin? You want me to read you one card, please? Only one. All right, let me finish Aquarius here, and then I'll pull a card for you, right? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Aquarius. How are my Aquarians? Grateful, thankful for all of my Aquarians. All right, what new moon message do you have? The World card. Look at you. I feel like you're at a point where you can finally relax and celebrate. Maybe, this new moon, you're thinking about going somewhere where you can just kind of let your hair down and, just do what you do. Let's see what else we got. The Eight of Cups. There's a need for you to walk away and get away from a situation with this Eight of Cups. And I think going away, making a move, just kind of shifting and changing would be really, really good for you. Now, I want you to keep in mind, Aquarius, the Eight of Cups, when we walk away from something after trying so hard to make something work, we walk right to our wish. And I feel as if, you have to see this ending that you are walking away from, whatever it is, whether it's a job, a person, a place, some situation. I think what you have to do is you have to look at it and see it as, this is, not going to be easy, but it's exactly what I wanted, and now you can really relax and, pick up the pieces and really do what it is that you were really after. Now, the bottom of the deck here is the Fool card reversed, so, again, this is a hard energy for you to kind of walk away from, all right, because a part of you, still wants to go back to this person, all right? The Fool is like, maybe we could start again, but the Lover's card is coming up reverse. It's like, if you start again, you know how it's going to end, all right? And things have already ended. And as hard as it is to walk away, this has ended, all right? And, if you go back one more time, you're going to get hurt one more time, because nothing has changed. So just be aware of that because that might be the theme for you, Aquarius. All right, next card for you. Let's see. We're going to pull one card, just one card for... Let's see. Koa. Am I saying your name right, Koa? Koa, I hope you're still out there, but I'm going to pull you a card. And then we'll jump back over to Pisces and finish this up, all right? All right, Koa, one card. I'm having a hard time shuffling this card, so I feel like there's something you're struggling with. Let's see, what is this card for Koa? All right, we have the Queen of Cups coming up here. All right, this is an energy around, an emotionally difficult person, all right? Now, when we have this energy, all right, this could be male, female. The energy of the Queen of Cups is one that's really difficult and it's hard to deal with, all right? Because as the Queen of Cups coming in reversed, you can't trust anything she says. You can't believe anything she says because emotionally she's all over the place. So, you know, whoever it is you are dealing with emotionally, they're all over the place. All right, Koa? So if you needed to know that. Cheyenne, you want a card? I'd be happy to give you a card. Let's clear the energies. All right. Yeah, good idea to have a moderator. Like I said, I'm practicing. I've got actually myself set up here so that I can remove nasty comments, but it's hard to do that and read at the same time. But, you know, with time and with people who show up, you know, then a moderator will appear. I'm not worried about it. You know, it'll all unfold the way it needs to unfold. All right, we're looking for a card for Cheyenne. Grateful, thankful for the message. Whatever it is that she needs to know. All right, you ready? Your card is Page of Pentacles. So this is a new beginning. This is a fresh start. This is, you know, you trying to figure out which direction you want to go in, right? Because we do see a road here that's going to lead to your castle. That's your destiny. And, you know, you're flipping a coin. And I feel as if there's no question. I think you know exactly the direction you want to go in, you know, so flipping, you know, trying to be undecided, you know, your castle is waiting. Just get on this road here and, you know, find your way. The Page of Pentacles can also indicate a very young person in her sign, you know, but I really feel the message here really is about, you know, you're flipping a coin, but look, the arrow is pointing to this castle. It's pointing to this road. You know, over here, you don't have that. You just, you know, that leads to just like, you know, not too much, you know. So follow what it is you're destined to follow. I mean, you know what road you want to take. So take it, Cheyenne. Oh, hi, Carolina. Thank you. I'm pulling cards for people now. Did that make sense, Cheyenne? So you're a Taurus from North Carolina. God, I don't even remember what I read for Taurus. All right, we want to read one card for Carolina. Is it Carolina, Carolina? You can write Carol Lee with Lee, L-E-Na. Or Carolina with the I. How do you say your name? Carolina, Carolina. All right, we want a card for Carolina. What is it I have to say for her? Carolina. See, that was easy. All right, your card. You also have the Page of Wands. Now, you did see me shuffle that. Maybe you didn't see me, but I did shuffle. But you, too, are in a position where, you know, you need to make a decision. But look, in this deck, all right, I want you to look at this, you know, because, oh, that was the Page of Pentacles. This is the Page of Wands. So here, with this Page of Wands, we see that if you make a decision, Carolina, you know, there's no turning back, all right? So you just need to know that if you are going to set off in a direction, whether it's with someone, to do something, you know, not everybody is on board because we see this cat here and we see this lizard kind of blocking the way. And it's almost like I hear them saying, all right, if you do that, there's no turning back. So that's what I've got for you, Carolina. I hope that made some sense. All right, good. All right, anyone else out there want me to pull a card? I love pulling cards. You know, I'm a tarot reader, okay? And my whole course of life, you know, has put me in a position, you know, as a spiritual advisor. I mean, and maybe over time I'll share some of the things in my life that have guided me to this place. But as a tarot reader, and the many tarot readers that are out there, the one thing that is the best for all of you is for us to read for you individually, one card at a time. Do you know what I mean? I think it makes a difference because collectively, honestly, when we do a collective reading, if we hit on 10% of the collective, we're doing good, you know, and just 10%, but I'd rather do one-on-one. All right, is it Crockmer? Crockmer 1, the Sagittarius. Can I pull a card for you? Absolutely. All right, messages for Crockmer. Really wants to know, what card do we have for Crockmer? Just a card. Now, this isn't easy because there's no questions, no nothing. I mean, this is truly like, you know, off the cuff. You know, intuitive readings by Raven. All right. All right, Crockmore, you ready? Here we go. Ooh. All right, we have the Eight of Swords. All right, this is the need for you to get out of your head. All right, so many stories. So many stories. I want to tell you something, though. What I'm feeling with this one for you is that you are not near as trapped as you think you are. You know, because it appears that these swords are all around you, but they're really not. I mean, you can get up and walk right through them. Now, I don't know if your feet are tied or not, but that doesn't matter because you can untie whatever it is by, you know, slicing that rope with a sword and your hands are free and you can take it, you know, you're free. So you are not as tied into a situation as you think you are. So whatever it is that's really bothering you, there is a way out and there is a solution. You know, so yeah, this is one of a lot of mental energy. So you really need to get out of your head. All right, Crockmore, take a deep breath. And you know what I've learned is what would really help is when you get so much in your head, start singing a song, because when you're singing a song, you know, or putting some music on, you can't hear those voices. All right, so that's what you need to do. All right, Crockmore, I hope this helped. All right, Serax, magic cards. Yeah, the magic cards. I think, you know, a lot of things are magic. You know, a can of sardines can be magic if you believe in it. All right, good. All right, listen, anyone else out there would like a card? I am ready to pull one card for whoever needs to hear it. Just one card. You don't even have to put the question in. All right, you can just say, I want a card, and we'll see what card comes out and see if it works or it doesn't. So this way, nobody even needs to know what the question was. And besides, we can't see you. All we have is a name. So listen, this is your opportunity to get a reading real quick from me. All right, Serax. Is that how we say your name? Serax? Gold Lion. I like that. Gold Lion. All right, let's see. Give me a card for Serax Gold Lion. Let's see what's coming up for Serax. Hey, how are you? Sure, I've got one coming up first, and then we'll get to you. All right, Serax, are you ready? First card for you, the Hermit. Time for you to come out of your shell. All right, when we have the Hermit card, you know, this is an energy of spending a lot of time alone. And here, this card says it's time for you to come out, you know, and, you know, just, you know, don't be afraid. You have a lot to offer. I think when you have the energy of the Hermit, there's a lot of wisdom, and I feel like you're an old soul. You know, because to pull the card of the Hermit, but, you know, you cannot be afraid, you know, to be who you are. All right. So I feel as if there is this energy of you sharing some of the wisdom and the knowledge that you have. So it's a great energy you have. So I like it, you know, come out of your shell and just be you, be authentic, and don't be afraid, because I think you have an awful lot that a lot of people would really, really, you know, appreciate from you. All right. A cigarette. I don't have a cigarette. Nita. All right, let's see. We wanted to go back to, is it Manor? Is that how you say it? You're welcome, Serax. All right, let's see. Let's see. Manor. Can you ask a question? All right, we're going for a card. I hope I'm saying it right. You know, listen, universe knows how I am. How do I read the tarot cards? I look at the pictures. No, listen, I know the cards. I've studied them. I have lots of books. Spent years. I used to sleep with them under my pillow. I did all kinds of things to really want to learn the cards. The universe knows I wanted to learn, you know, and I think I know them pretty good. All right, let's see. Mano, you ready? You want to know what Muhammad's current thoughts are? All right, look at this. You know what he thinks? You know, you can get him to do anything you want. See, I see you getting him to eat out of your hand. All right, Manor? So, you know, this is a connection. But, you know, there's trouble. You know, I feel as if there could be, you know, some trouble with this energy here. So just be really, really careful. But I think you have a way of, you know, dealing with his temperament. You know, just... you know, use your instinct when you are dealing with him, and I think you will be just fine. But to come up with the Strength card, I mean, this is somebody who really sees you as, you know, a lioness. So yeah, he likes what he sees. He likes who you are. And like I said, I feel like you can get him to do anything, you know, get him to eat out of your hand. So that's a nice connection. I'm happy for you. Really, really happy for you. That was good. All right, anyone else out there? Look, we're down to 4 people. I had all these people in the chat, and now nobody's here. I've been on here for an hour. Good, good. Yeah, but you know, there's a, you know, Manor, just be careful because that tornado, you know, just there could be something that comes up that you might need to have to handle with him. But I think if you just trust your instincts, you'll be able to do it. Nita, yes, you can ask me. I'm pulling one card. And you can either ask me or I can just pull a card and we can roll with it, you know, and kind of wing it. It's up to you. So how do you want to do it? I'm waiting for your answer. I'm following your lead here, Nita. You tell me. Ask me a question. Meanwhile, I'm going to shuffle the cards for you until I see the question. Wow, I can't even say that name. Current feelings. All right, I can't say his name. You know, we'll go with Sing. How's that? All right, that's the best I can do. I don't want to, you know, butcher somebody's name. All right, current feelings for Nita. What are Sing's current feelings for Nita? Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. Priyanshu Singh. Did I say it right? Priyanshu is pretty. All right. What are his feelings for Nita? Ooh. All right. So true feelings. Okay. Sometimes he feels as if you are a burden. All right. So, you know, I think the relationship has had its struggles. You know, so with this 10 of Wands coming in, you know, sometimes I think he feels there's a heaviness from you. So just be aware of, you know, how much you expect from him, you know, because I feel as if expectations, Nita, could be an issue, you know. So, you know, if he feels like, you know, if you sense that he is getting really overwhelmed and he's got too much to do and he might be ignoring you, maybe he really does have a lot to do and he's not really ignoring you. But he does feel that there is a heaviness to your relationship. Now, Nita, is it okay? I'd like to pull another card and kind of clarify this for you because, you know, that's a horrible way to end. You know, let's see. Oh, 8 of Wands. I think things are going to start to move quickly. All right, Nita? You know, so I feel like when we have this 8 of Wands, a lot's going to happen fast. So this could be a week, I have to tell you. This could be a week where I feel as if, you know, a lot needs to come out. You know, and you asked, does he love you? Yes, I feel as he does. You know, these cards are coming out upright, which always gives me a yes answer. You know, but there are things that need to be spoken about, and I feel that's what has to come up so that he doesn't feel so overwhelmed. You know, it's like a lot of times we don't communicate in a way so that we understand what the other person really wants, you know, or needs, or what they're feeling. And I think, you know, this 8 of Wands says you need to sit down and really talk to about, you know, how can we make things easier for each other. And I think you'll be all right. But yes, he does love you. All right, let's see. We are looking at Cindy. Hi, Sanu. I see you. I'm sorry your luck is so bad. But listen, the Wheel of Fortune is always turning. You have to remember that. All right? Your luck will change. All right, let's see. Cindy. You can ask a question. Are you out there? There you are. You're a new subscriber. Welcome. Thanks. You'd like to know how Christopher feels about you. Wait. How does Christopher feel about you? All right, well, let's find out. Let's see what the cards have to say. For Cindy, how does Christopher really feel about Cindy? We are looking for a message for Cindy. Wait. Cindy, what's going on with Christopher? How does he feel? Well, I think he's got some deep feelings. I just saw the Moon card, but I also saw the um, the Knight of Cups reversed. So I think he's got deep feelings, but he's not one to get serious. You know, he sees you very solid, very independent. All right, you come out as the Knight of Pentacles. You're a bit much for him. You know, I want to tell you that, Cindy. But I do feel as if, you know, this is one of these situations. I think, you know, he has a lot of feelings, but he has a lot of secrets too. Because, you know, for me to see that Moon card, you know, as I'm shuffling, and here's that Knight of Cups, came right out, you know. But that Moon card tells me that there's a lot that he keeps hidden from you. And I don't know, I mean, it's so hard to be with people when they're hiding things. And I feel like there could be things that he is hiding. Maybe even you, he wants to hide at times. You know, but I feel as if, you know, you are very solid and you are very independent. And I think he sees you very stable, you know, and that might be his appeal for you. I don't feel as if this is a match made in heaven, Cindy, I have to tell you. Let me get one more card for Cindy for the outcome of this connection. Give me one more card for Cindy for the outcome of this connection. Ooh, that one almost came out. Give me a card for Cindy in this connection. Ooh, Four of Pentacles flew out of the deck. Yeah, there is a real need to open up. You know, because here I feel as if the issue around you, and I don't know if you have a job and you know, buy nice things or whatever, but he does not have that kind of money, you know, so maybe he feels like he can't, you know, with this kind of energy, he can't afford to take you out, you know, I mean, you're just not on the same level with him. And I don't feel like it's going to have a very good outcome, you know, because I think the issue of money will end up coming up. So anyway, that's what I got for you, Cindy. Like I said, I just don't feel like it's a good match. I just don't feel like, I feel like you're here and this guy's over here, you know, and you need somebody on your level. It'll be much better. All right, let's see. So Sana wants to know when she's gonna get rich, or he. I don't know. He, she, I can't tell, you know. You know, Sana wants to know if they will get rich. Will they get rich? You're welcome, Cindy. I hope that helped. All right. Sanu wants to know if she is going to get rich. You know how Aristotle Onassis got rich? He wrote everything down. He said that was his secret to getting rich. He carried a little notepad and a pencil in his pocket, and he wrote everything down. He wrote people's names down, what he talked about, everything. I think in this day and age, we could get in a lot of trouble doing that, you know? A lot of evidence in those little notebooks. But anyway, you know, his own little thing. And I actually used that. I called it my brain book. All right, let's see. All right, Sana, you want to know whether you need to get rich. And you know what? I just remembered. I still got to do a reading for Pisces. I don't want to forget Pisces. All right, will you get rich? I feel like you could. Here with this Eight of Wands. If you set something in motion, I think you could make it happen. Like if you have an idea, if you decide I want to be rich, you can be rich. All right, this is, you know, and I was feeling that as I was shuffling the cards. And I feel as if, you know, if you set something in motion, because when we have the Eight of Wands, this is you setting those wands out into the universe saying, I want this to hit this mark. I want this to hit. And when you do that, then what ends up happening, you know, you start to get things happening in your direction. So yeah, I do feel like one day you probably would end up with some money. And I think you have the creativity and the ability to make that happen. All right? So there's that. But before I go and before I do any more readings, I do want to read for Pisces. I don't want to forget Pisces. Something was tapping me on the shoulder saying we need to read for Pisces. So before I go, let's see what is going on for all of my Pisces for the energies of this new moon on Wednesday. What does Pisces need to know for the energies of this new moon on Wednesday? Grateful, thankful for each and every one of you coming in. But let's see what's going on for Pisces. All right, Pisces, Page of Wands, reversed. Wow, you know, there's some news comes through that I feel is disappointing for you. All right, and it could be around a legal matter. All right, so whether it's a legal matter or not, I do feel as if there is some kind of news that you receive that really, you know, it causes an argument. Or maybe there was an argument, but it's just not good news around a situation that you were very hopeful about. you know, because I think you were hoping that something would finally come to an end and you could walk away from it. But the fact that it came up reversed, it's not over, and we still have, you know, some more arguing to do. So, you know, if you are involved with someone, there's a lot of arguing, and somebody's not going to let it go. So this, you know, new moon, I think, is going to really bring something up to be dealt with. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. And I feel as if, you know, the need to kind of really talk about what it is that needs to be done, because, you know, nobody's happy. I feel like in this situation, Pisces, so whatever it is that is causing a rift between you and your person or someone else, or whatever this legal matter is, you know, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to speak up for yourself, you know, because the news, like I say, it's not what you wanted to hear. And the fact that now, oh my gosh, it's going to continue some more. And Seven of Wands says, you know, don't feel backed up like you don't have a position. You know, just kind of sit real still, you know, and, you know, the answers will come. All right. And I really feel like in this situation, there is this need for you, Pisces, to sit up and really speak up for yourself. All right. So however you need to do that, do that. All right, Pisces. Because I think that's going to be, you know, what's going to be the focus for this new moon for you. All right, so I think with that, oh, I'm so glad, Sanu. This is going to be real good for you. You're welcome, Nita. You're welcome, everyone. I love doing this. I told you. I mean, I just have to come out of my shell and start practicing, because the more I come on here, the easier it is, because I'm very happy to do this for all of you guys. Like I said, I feel as if, you know, this is what I'm supposed to do is, you know, I have the ability to read cards. Why not help you, you know? So anyway, that's what I got for everyone today. It's been really, really great. I look forward to coming back live again. Look at my other videos. This week's are being posted. Tomorrow we got another run of energies coming in. Who do we have tomorrow? Tomorrow I think is Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Yeah, so or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, they'll be up tomorrow morning. Look for those. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, and the shares, and helping my channel grow. Really appreciate you all. And I'll see you again at another reading. Until then, bye now.